So I want to know, do we eat the cheese or do we wait?
Well, we'll wait and then we'll eat the cheese. How about that? I've already cut the cheese. Elton John. Tell me about Elton John. How'd you meet Elton John?
That Chad Michaels performed at that party too. We were working in London, and we got off to a rough start. Okay, some of the cast from Vegas was sent over. I was in Aruba. Some of the cast, myself, and I think I was the only one from the Aruba cast that they sent over. And we were so thrilled we were going to go to London, and we were going to just be such a smash hit. And we were. The promoter that brought us over there may have said some things that he didn't really mean, like kind of promises that this was going to happen and that was going to happen. And we just, we went along. I was living on an island in the Caribbean, and this was like November we had gone there. And it was, 85 and sunny every day. And I get off the plane and it's like, 28 and it rained. Beautiful city, great people. But I remember, I don't think I saw sunshine for maybe like once every 6 to 8 days.
Oh my God.
And, and of course it affected me a lot because I was used to that beautiful climate in Aruba.
Yeah.
So we went into rehearsal and the show opened and we were maybe working about a week or so. And all of a sudden, I remember Andrew Lloyd Webber came to see us. That was an honor. Yes.
Cool.
And these people came in to see the show, and we were, doing a meet and greet afterwards, and they introduced themselves, and then they left, and then we were told afterwards that they were friends of Elton John's, and Elton John wanted to hire us. They wanted to hire us for a party they were giving him like a few nights later.
Oh my God, fab.
And we were like, oh, okay. And the day that we were asking, like, is this happening like a Monday? Is this happening? Yeah, it's happening. Monday afternoon, everybody meet in the lobby of the apartment building we were staying in. We're all going to go to this jewelry store down in South Kensington. That's where the party is tonight. We're going to do we got to see the layout and do a run through. Okay, so we go there and it's a jewelry store, Lord Theo Fennell jewelry store. Where Princess Diana used to buy some of her stuff. Beautiful. But it was a store. And we were like, they said, well, tonight there's going to be 2 tables set up here and they're going to be having dinner and dessert and drinks and all of that. Okay. And Elton John would be sitting over here and they pointed at the end of the table. And they kind of like gave us kind of like a little bit of like, don't be disappointed if maybe he's not interested in, because he has a very early plane in the morning. If maybe he leaves early, don't be insulted. Right. It's nothing personal. Well, we went out there, and in this room in a jewelry store with 2 tables, he was at the head of the table. His partner David was sitting next to him. Carrie Fisher was there. Joan Collins, Joanna Lumley from Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, what? And he was so great and so responsive. He stood at the end. He stood right up and just.
Nice.
And everyone was like, maybe he doesn't want to take pictures. So he said to us, it was right before the holidays, says, come over to the Christmas tree. We'll take pictures around the tree, everybody. And we went right over and took pictures with him. And it was a beautiful, beautiful night, a beautiful memory. And he was very respectful.
That's so
Joan Collins was great.
She was there also?
Yes. She was on one end of one table, and she was at the other end. Everyone's like, you have to, like Joan Rivers would, tease Joan Collins. And I did one joke and I got a look. Then I did the second joke and I got another look.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, stay away from her.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a Joan Collins story.
And it wasn't nasty. It was sort of like, knock it off.
Yeah.
But
because Joan Rivers would definitely go to plastic surgery, which Joan Collins did, but couldn't take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was great with us. She was great. She was so sweet, so nice. She took pictures. Maybe she just didn't want to be the center of it that night. She just,
Right.
But she was great. And I was amazed how beautiful she was face to face. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she still is. She looks amazing for her age. She really
Absolutely.
does.
Absolutely. Yeah, she was great. Let's see. I know you said to me, celebrity stories. Phyllis Diller, Joan Rivers, Joan Collins, Elton John.
But Gary, I know you probably don't want to do this, but tell us about a celebrity you thought, ugh, bitch, I don't want her in my audience. I don't want her near me. Who?
The saying is, the bigger the star, the nicer they are.
Uh-huh.
You know that.
Okay.
That's what they told me in Atlantic City years ago. The biggest star, the most humblest are usually the very, very big stars. You know who I wasn't impressed in meeting? Kathy Griffin.
Really?
I didn't think. First of all, no disrespect, she's not my style. I tried to very much warm up to her. You know what it is? I was so spoiled by Joan that there wouldn't be any other comedian, or Phyllis. There wouldn't be any other comedian that could ever, be like that personable.
No.
But one celebrity, let me think. Oh, most of them were great. There wasn't really one that, I know that when we were in Miami, this funny thing happened. We were doing this parade, and we were in these like antique cars. We were going around South Beach. And the driver said to us, "You have another hour or so on these cars if you want to go anywhere." Well, we wound up in front of this nightclub at it was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And there were all these film trucks. And we said, well, this is when they used to film Miami Vice on the beach. It's probably filming Miami Vice. Let's go into the nightclub. Let's see if they'll let us in. The security guard, can we go in? Sure. Well, it happened to be Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine.
Wow.
And we walk in. I'm dressed in Joan. My friend Wayne is dressed as Marilyn. David's dressed as Dionne Warwick. Eddie's dressed as Godmother. And Gloria's like way across the room, and she like ran down. What's going on? We were in the parade. Where do you perform? We told her the Fontainebleau. She said to her husband, Emilio, we're going tonight. We're all going.
Oh, my God.
So we get to work, and we said to the maitre d', what's the book look like? We didn't get any calls. What's the book look like? Tell us. Did anybody, every time we were like sitting at the maitre d' stand. So that was like on a Friday, I think. The next night we went to work, and he said, guess what? Gloria Estefan's people called. They're all coming in tonight, and they're ready to see the show. And all came in, and they had so much fun. She was a doll. Just a sweet lady.
I love to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Wonderful.
Yeah, another lady that's very petite, but larger than life on stage.
Yeah, she is petite too. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big things come in small packages.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, not always.
How about your you being a Joan fan? I mean, when did that start for you?
For me, I was 13. Remember it to this day. It was 1979, and I was putting on the TV. It might have even been, I don't know what it was. Maybe she was on Solid Gold or something, or she was doing something. And she was telling these jokes, and they were, some of them were really, raunchy. And I'm laughing. I'm like, well, I'm 13. Should I be laughing? I don't want my mother to think. And after that, I watched her on the Tonight Show, and when she had the Late Show and the Joan Rivers Show, and I followed her right to the end. And she really is what inspired me to be a comedian.
Yes, she inspired a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people became comedians because of her. And I always say, if it weren't for her and Phyllis Diller and Toady Fields,
female comedians.
The female comedians would have had a much tougher job getting to where they wanted to be. And it was amazing that it was only in the last, say, 25 years, 25, 30 years, that there are so many female comedians out there that are working all the time.
Yeah.
Not, of course, since COVID,
Yeah.
but I mean, usually working, they're on the road, they're doing their thing. And it took a long time for people to grow up.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Toady Fields and Joan Rivers and Phyllis Diller, Kathy Griffin would be more of a bitch than what she already is.
Yeah, and I don't even find Kathy like she's just more of a storyteller.
Word you missed in there, funny bit. Isn't it amazing that word funny never seems to be
Right? I know that's so true, right? That's true.
well, you dish it out, you have to take it, right?
Yeah.
Amen. And I'm self-deprecating as well. I rip myself apart on stage. I gained so much weight. I went to Five Guys restaurant. They saw me coming. They had to hire 5 more guys. You know, and then you go out and you make fun of somebody else.
Yeah. That's it.
We're even.
That's what Joan used to do. She would
Yeah.
go at somebody else, and then she would stop, and then she would turn it around to herself.
Yeah.
And that's why people respected her, because they said, "Oh, if she's making fun of other people, at least she's making fun of herself too."
Right.
Yeah. Because that kind of implies it's all a joke.
Yeah.
You know, she's joking with everyone.
There's
including
nothing
herself.
harmful here, right? There's
Right.
nothing harmful,
Right.
nothing serious. It's just all for fun. And she never ever would pick on someone who wasn't like a famous celebrity.
Right.
Mhm.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She went for the big names.
Yeah.
Yeah,
always.
yeah, and the thing too that was like you were mentioning about her funeral and just the turnout and all of that and the love that showed up for her was her death was just so unexpected. It was just so tragic and just who would have thought that would have happened? You know, because she always had like the best care and Park Avenue and you know, that was just terrible, just horrifying.
I know it. A lot of people, including myself, were like shocked because she seemed like she was invincible.
Right.
The last time that I saw that happened in late August. I know that the last time I saw her was in July, and she was at a book signing in North Jersey, and I was with a friend of mine, and when we were walking out, my friend said to me, "Her voice sounds unusually raspy. It sounds very strange, like something's not right." And that's what she had gone in for because there was something wrong with her voice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
So sad.
yeah,
Well,
but she left us. But she left us all laughing, and she's left us still talking about her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
She's gone almost
Always.
7 years. 7 more years from now, people will be talking about her. We'll always be talking about her. She was someone that left an impression.
She was a pioneer.
Absolutely. And I have watched so many different eras of her, so many different, facets of her career. And she always was such a perfectionist. Like she was on the money all the time. She was right on that mark. She knew exactly where to go
Yeah.
and how to deliver that joke.
Yep.
So, Mike, what do you think it's going to be like once we go back to work? Now that everything's starting to open up.
Tim and I talked about this, and first of all, I gained 30 pounds.
No, you didn't.
30 pounds. So the first thing I say is when they say, "Oh, tomorrow everything's open again," I'm like, "No, it's not. No.
We need another pandemic.
Yeah. Wait until I take this weight off, and then let's talk." I'll be petrified. But Gary, what do you have planned for us? Tell everybody what 2021 is going to bring.
2021 has started like with everything loosening up. There have been some calls. Actually, I just got a text today about something. April of 22. That's okay. All right,
Yeah.
I'll put it down.
Yep.
There's some stuff coming up. Nothing signed on the dotted line as of yet, but we're going. It's time to start packing again.
Yes,
Yep.
and
Yep.
we look forward. And please keep Tim and I posted.
Absolutely.
We will be there, and we will be laughing as loud as Phyllis Diller did.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just My house is so dirty. People wipe their feet when they leave. Ha, ha, ha.
Oh my God, that's great. So Gary, thank you so much for sticking around for our segments coming up. Our first segment, you want to talk about it, Tim? Our first segment, what it is?
I forget which one it is.
What the hell did we just put in our mouth?
Okay. Yeah, every week we pick like a small business that like chocolate or sweets or something like that. And this week is cheese. We have actually the Cheese Brothers, who I love. You can go to cheesebros.com. It's cheesebros.com.
And they are related by cheese, not by blood.
Yes.
And I got bourbon Gouda.
I got Wisconsin Gruyere.
And what did you get?
Smoked mozzarella.
Ooh.
And I have a piece right here. Is it okay if I
You
try
go right ahead and try it.
Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead. You go first, Gary, and tell us what you think.
The smoked mozzarella. How is that?
Delicious.
Oh,
Good.
yay.
Mm.
Oh, what the hell did I just put in my mouth?
And what do you have?
It's cheese.
I have Wisconsin Gruyere.
Wisconsin Gruyere. Is it
my
creamy?
God.
Creamy?
I am a huge. I love cheese. So I am in like heaven right now.
Oh my God. So I have the bourbon Gouda, and I'm hoping it's loaded with bourbon.
Wisconsin. That's a great. Those are great venues out there. We've gone out there a few times to work. We may be going out there again in the fall. And when you get a call and say, "Let's go to Wisconsin," okay, beautiful theaters.
Yeah.
Beautiful responses. Great people out there. They just loved the show. Loved it. I know that one of the theaters we played, the Meyer Theater, I believe it's called, in Green Bay. Joan had played it, but that was right before she passed away. And the manager of the theater, one of the people from the box office said that one of the people in the management of the theater said that he thought Joan Rivers was the nicest person he'd ever met. Isn't that a great thing to say about somebody?
Absolutely.
That is really nice.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully somebody says that about me.
So how's the Gouda? How's the Gouda?
The Gouda is amazing. It is so creamy and delicious.
And we know you like putting creamy things in your mouth.
Amen.
That was so nice. That was so nice to send that. Thank you, Cheese Brothers. Cheese Bro.
Oh, right.
Cheese
And then they're
Bros.
great. And so it's Eric and Gene, and they are the co-founders of Cheese Brothers. And they're from Wisconsin.
And just go to cheesebros.com. And you too
yum.
can enjoy some of this wonderful cheese.
And they have so many different products on their website. Check it out. It's reasonable, and it comes shipped, and it's amazing the way they ship it. It's fresh and delicious.
Yeah, they have it packed, and they have the cold, the ice thing in there. Oh my God!
I would recommend shredding this if you're making fresh macaroni and cheese.
That's right. Good. My battery's running low here. There we go.
Okay.
Well, I always keep fresh ones by my vibrator. Let me know if you need them.
I had this out. I wanted to show.
Wow.
You should have shown. Oh, our Joan.
This is a replica. This is a copy of that coat that she wore. That
I love that coat.
Show special. I had to have some feathers or something around. You know.
Yes,
absolutely. This is a replica of something that she wore in that Showtime special, and it weighs a ton. Feathers.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. That's when you know it's good.
Yeah.
And I just love it. And I was in the closet, the dry closet, like on the weekend, and then tonight again. And I was looking. I said, "Oh, these costumes will be out and seen real soon." Still in the box, never worn. I take them out and I look at them. Look at these shoes.
Oh, the other way.
Let me see.
Way?
Over here.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
my God.
Gorgeous.
Never worn. Look at the soles.
Wow.
Yeah, these are like
they need to be worn.
They
Yeah.
need to be worn.
No, some good friends of ours, Jed Ryan and Joseph Aiello. Joan married them. I don't know if I have all the details correct, but she officiated their marriage. She was doing a show and they were in attendance, and she said, "Is there any gay people here that want to get married? I can marry you." And just on a whim, they both just said, "Yeah, you want to get married?" He said, "Yeah, sure." So they went up and she officiated their wedding. And then they had a formal ceremony a couple months later, which she also returned and officiated for them. Which was, I just thought that just said so much about her character.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
Spoke miles. Yeah. That's who she was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people say, well, she's always had a gay following. Joan was hanging around with gay people and working gay bars in the early 1960s.
Yeah.
Where it was like not the thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just felt very, very safe with all of us.
Yeah.
And she knew who her audience was, and she knew who her friends were.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And quite a few of her staff members, she just liked, the camaraderie that she had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she was pioneer all the way, in many different ways.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Now we are on to our next game.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's game time.
What are we going to
Yes.
play?
This is called match game.
Okay.
So we're going to say 2 words.
We have little pieces of paper here.
Yep. We're going to say 2 words. So we could say hot or cold, and you think in your head, don't say it out loud.
Don't say. And we'll
what
write
you
it
would
down.
say. And
What
we'll
we
write it
think it's
down.
gonna say.
And then you would say what? Hot or cold is your favorite?
I got it in my mind. Hot.
All right. So we would have wrote it down and we would have picked. Me too, Tim. Tim has won every episode.
Mm-hmm. I know my peeps.
Okay. So here we go. We're going to play and don't say it. All right.
Okay.
So Gary, summer or winter?
I'm reading your minds.
No, just what you think, what you
Okay,
like.
so what would you say?
Summer.
Bam! I
Wait.
can't see.
Summer.
Oh, there you go. Summer.
Because
Summer.
Aruba, 85 and sunny every day.
I was exactly. That's what I was going on.
Okay, so now this is going to get hard.
Penises. Or sorry.
So that'll be a yes, Gary said. Yes. Okay, Gary, Toady Fields or Phyllis Diller?
Oh wow.
What do
Okay.
you say?
Phyllis Diller.
Bam.
Phyllis.
We're tied. Okay. Gary, the Hamptons or Asbury Park? I feel like Charles Nelson Riley. Why don't you get on? Oh, that's Paul in.
Or Coco Peru.
Yeah. It's so hard with your eyes open. Okay, what do you say, Gary?
The Hamptons.
Bam. Oh yeah, we're on a roll.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, this one might be hard.
Penis.
Thank you,
Las-
Brett.
Las Vegas or Atlantic City? Go ahead, Gary.
Atlantic City.
Oh wow, I had Vegas.
You said Atlantic City. Why would you think Vegas?
I don't know. I've never been to Vegas, but I heard it's big and fab and fun and.
Why'd you look at me when you said that? And last but not least, this isn't about you, Gary. This is your preference.
Okay.
Cut or uncut?
Mm. Welcome to our show.
I think it would have been better if we had sausage and not cheese. Don't mute yourself, Gary.
Why did you have to do this to me tonight?
Or uncut.
What am I doing right now? I'm going to have some cheese. No comment.
What are you doing with the cheese?
No comment.
Cutting
No
it.
comment.
He did.
I
So,
don't comment on that.
let's hold up and see what Tim and I thought.
Oh,
Both
I had to do
opposite.
it cut. What's that?
Both opposite answers.
Yes. So if you had to pick, Ike or Tim?
Please go. Please.
Well, Gary, thank you so much for playing our game.
Yes.
And I think, well, Tim, I won that one.
Yes, you did. You won.
First one in ages. So we do have a couple of questions and answers.
Oh,
One-
these are from viewers or people that'll send
Yep.
up questions and
Correct. And one of them that came in was from Mark Nash.
Oh,
out of
Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of New York. And he wants to know, was Gary D a part of Screaming Queens?
Yes. Screaming
Oh,
Queens is a
sweet.
great agency up in New York. And I have worked with Screaming Queens probably 18, 19 years now.
wow.
Yeah. He's Alex. He's great. He books some great gigs for us.
Wow.
And
Uh-huh.
he started out, I'm going to say probably maybe 25 years ago. And he's branched out. And he books all sorts of venues, all sorts of entertainers.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, I am. Part of Screaming Queens.
I love it. Yay.
All right. We have another question. This one is from Shayna, and she's from Westfield, New Jersey, and she wants you to tell one of your favorite Joan Rivers jokes, but in her voice.
Absolutely. My boobies have dropped so low, I could breastfeed a cockroach. You have no idea. I would go
I
get
can't.
to get my vibrator drunk. Oh, sure. It's
Oh,
terrible.
my
The
God.
only sex you get is when he does his push-ups, I have to slide under. Oh, yes. I haven't done that voice in so long. I haven't.
Oh,
checked that.
Gary.
Oh.
Well, I think Tim and I are
No
blessed
wig,
that you
no
did it for us.
makeup, nothing. That's just.
That's the tip of the iceberg, as they would say,
Thank
right?
you for that question, the lady from Westfield, New Jersey. That's
Yeah. Well, I just want to know the tip of that iceberg. Would that be cut or uncut?
Yeah, just the tip. Just the tip.
That's the tip.
Just the tip.
Mm-hmm.
And just so you know, Gary, Tim and I also get advice questions.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
So, yeah, yes, we do. This one is from Billy from Patchogue, who said, I've gained 30 pounds during the pandemic. Wait a minute, I gained 30 pounds. Is somebody
So did I.
writing this about me? I gained 30 pounds during the pandemic. I love my bigger size, but my husband hates it.
Oh.
Should I lose the weight or should I stay the way I am?
Stay the way you are because you are who you are.
I'm with Gary totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunately you've got to be happy in your own skin.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't do it to please
And I would hope that your husband loves you enough that no matter what, you know,
Right. Better
unconditionally.
or worse.
Unconditionally.
Right.
yeah.
Well, my suggestion is lose the weight, cheat on him, and then kill him. And then have some cheese from the Cheese Brothers.
Well, you lube up with Uber Lube and go out for the night.
Any other great questions from the audience?
Well, we had a wonderful question from Wendy Stewart.
Oh, I love Wendy.
And she actually, her question was, did you ever get to meet Joan? And you did answer that in the beginning. So Wendy, your question was answered in the beginning of the show. How great is that?
Is Wendy an entertainer?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, she and I do a show together.
Mm-hmm.
And,
if the walls could talk.
Oh, she's an author and a model and a actress and she just does everything. I love her.
Yes, check her out on YouTube. She does a thing, Pandemic Cooking with Wendy Stewart.
Oh, great!
And she's not a cook, so it's very funny.
Yeah. Great
when I did an episode with her, and she opens the oven, and we had to take the Condé Nast magazines out of the oven because that's what she uses it for.
Good stuff. I love it.
When we all go back to work, it's going to be so much fun for us. It's going to be so much fun for the audience because people have not seen live entertainment in so long.
Yes.
Well, Gary, I hope you come out August 7th and see us in New York City.
Where are you going to be again?
The Triad Theater on West 72nd, August 7th.
The two of you together and Wendy, or the two of you?
No, it's my show 50 Shades of Gay, which Tim has been traveling with me for 6 years now. And it's the 6th anniversary. Tim's going to be singing, doing sketch comedy with me. And then I'll be doing a couple of numbers. And we have a great drag entertainer named Jacqueline Dupree, who's going to be singing some great songs live.
That's great. You're probably so excited.
And Gary, when I have a big enough budget, I hope you'll come out and perform with me.
Yes.
Sure. Absolutely. Has your mom ever seen your show, Ike?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Every one of them, pretty much. Yeah.
She's in a lot of the sketches, too.
Yeah.
Oh, is she?
I'll send you a clip.
He does, like some videos. He'll do have video presentations, too. And she's done a couple of those.
Yeah.
Years back, Geraldo on his talk show, the theme of the show was female impersonators and their parents. And you couldn't get on the show unless, you went on with either both your parents or one of your parents. And I was like, may she rest in peace. I was like, Mom, please do this, And finally she decided to do it. And she was just, so nervous in front of that television audience. Because she knew, she said, Gary, eventually this is going to get twisted around. It's not going to, the controversy is going to come up. And and he did. But he was, he was all right to work with Geraldo. He had a show to do. And he had to bring something up.
Yeah.
And it was your chance to get on.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's great, though, that your parents, your mom or whomever, they come and see your work. That's
Absolutely.
It is. And it's just great. And I'm going to send you a video clip of the sketch she's in. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
She's actually right on stage with you?
No. She does get on stage once in a while, but she has a little difficulty walking.
Okay.
Yeah, but she, if it's the video I'm thinking of where you do the little bits and pieces from different people, like one will start talking and then they'll end it and go to the next saying where they'll kind of answer it and continue it on.
Yeah, it's completely misleading. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know when my parents would come and see the show, they saw it a few times, and I was just so nervous. Like, I hope the audience likes me tonight, because your parents are sitting out there. And my mother would always say to me, oh, Gary, the things that you say to people, you have to be careful. I'm like, Mom, that's what they expect her to say.
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. It's Joan Rivers.
Yeah, that's just all part of it. But they enjoyed it. They really enjoyed it. They thought it was great. A whole new group of people to meet, other drag entertainers.
Yes.
All of them. They thought it was just great. Yeah. So I was very blessed. Very blessed.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Because you never know.
We love you, Gary, and we want to thank you so much for coming on our show today.
Yeah, this was so cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello. Thank you. Hello. Oh, I know our Joan, but Gary, I met you 2000. I think it was 2012 or 2011. I think it was 2011 or 2012. You were performing at Pro Bar in Atlantic City, and also Kathy Wakili and her husband from New Jersey Housewives was there that night. And it was such a fabulous night. And Tim and I are so grateful that you took the time out to be with us
Thank
tonight.
you. Yes, this was
Thank
wonderful.
you for inviting me. This has been great. I very much enjoyed it. Thank you for the cheese.
Oh, Cheese Brothers, cheesebros.com.
Cheesebros.com. Thank you for the cheese. It's delicious. It's been a joy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gary D.
Gary. This is where we wave goodbye, Gary.
I'll see you soon. Take care.
Bye, baby.
It's good to see you in my living room.
Bye.